Hey guys, it's Mr. Dugal, and today we're going to get into unit conversion. This is just going to serve as a basis for how to actually do unit conversions. We're not going to take the time to go through exactly how many quarts are in a gallon, how many yards are in a, mile, all those kind of things. We're just going to more so focus on the process of how to convert one unit to another. And here are a couple example problems. So the first example reads, convert 7 meters per second to meters per minute. So on both of these problems, we're going to have one unit that stays the same, and we're converting the other. As you get into more advanced unit conversion, into more middle school math, it will ask you to convert both the top and the bottom at times, both the numerator and the denominator. So in this case, meters is left the same, so we don't have to worry about that. But we are converting seconds to minutes. So we know that there are 60 seconds in 1 minute. So if there are 7 meters, I'm going to say 7 meters per 1 second, and there are 60 seconds in a minute, then I can convert this to meters per minute. Now the thing that is most important when it comes to this is if I am first given seconds on bottom, I need to write out seconds on top in order to get them to cancel. I'm going to say that again because this is the key to the whole process with unit conversion. If you are given seconds as your denominator the first time, you need to make seconds on the numerator the second time to get them to cancel. So in this case, since seconds is on bottom and seconds is also on top, seconds divided by seconds cancel. And I'm just left with the number of meters per minute, where meters is on top and minutes is on bottom. Now I just go ahead and multiply the numbers across. I'm left with 7 times 60 up top. 7 times 6 is 42. If we put a 0 on top of that, that would be 7 times 60. It would be 420 meters per 1 minute. And that's my answer. I wanted to convert 7 meters per second to meters per minute. 7 meters per second equals 420 meters per 1 minute, also written just per minute. Okay, and number 2, I'm given convert 558 meters per second to how many kilometers it is per second. And I know that there are 1,000 meters in 1 kilometer. Now, I said in the first example that the most important part of the unit conversion process is to have, for example, seconds on the denominator in number 1. You need to have seconds on the numerator in order for it to cancel in our second rate. I'm going to give an example where we accidentally mess that up, show you the problem if we don't do that. So at first we have 558 meters per second. 558 meters per 1 second. And I know that there's 1,000 meters in a kilometer. Okay, I want you to see if you can catch the error that Mr. Dugal just made. Okay, the error that Mr. Dugal just made is that he has meters as his numerator and meters as his numerator in the second rate also. So our meters don't cancel. This will not give us a correct answer. So what I actually need to do in the second rate here is I need to make it 1 kilometer per 1,000 meters. My meters needs to go on bottom in order for them to cancel, because meters divided by meters is just 1. Anything divided by anything is just 1. So those just cancel entirely. And I'm left with 558 times 1 up top. It's going to give me some amount of kilometers. and then the bottom's going to give me some amount of seconds. So let's go ahead and do that math. 558 times 1 is 558. 1 times 1,000 is 1,000. So I'm left with 558 kilometers per 1,000 seconds. Now I could divide numerator divided by denominator to give me my answer, but let's think about this for a second. It's 558 kilometers per 1,000 seconds. So I actually need my decimal to be in the thousandths place, because the denominator as a fraction is in the thousands place. Well, 558 to the thousandths place. Let's write the number 558. Where would the decimal go in order to make this to the thousandths place? If I put the decimal right here, I'd have 5.58, which would be 58 hundredths. That's not far enough over. However, if instead I put the decimal right here, it would be tenths, hundredths, thousandths. This would work. So this would be my answer. My answer would be 558 thousandths, or 0.558 kilometers per seconds. And that's what the question asked for. So that's how we do unit conversion, is that we need to make sure if we're given meters, for example, in my first rate, as a numerator, that meters in my second one, in my second rate, needs to be a denominator. That's about it. Hopefully this helps as an introduction for unit conversion. Thanks so much for watching.